Let me ask you something personal. What if one tiny change in your daily breakfast, just 2 simple eggs, could quietly improve your memory, protect your eyes, support your heart, and even help you live longer? Sounds unbelievable, right? But the truth is, there's far more going on beneath that eggshell than most people ever realize, especially for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. For decades, I've spoken to seniors, nutritionists, and doctors, and what I found is this: sometimes, the biggest health breakthroughs come not from expensive supplements or extreme diets, but from rediscovering what's already sitting in your kitchen. That's why today's video could be one of the most valuable ones you'll ever watch about your health. You're about to learn why 2 eggs a day might be the safest, most underrated health habit for older adults, what science now says about cholesterol, brain health, and longevity, debunking years of myths, and the simple mistake most people over 60 make when cooking eggs that could quietly sabotage all the benefits. And before we begin, if you care deeply about your health, your independence, and staying sharp as you age, I kindly ask that you hit that subscribe button and become part of our growing daily elder advice community. Here, we don't chase trends, we honor wisdom, and we walk this journey toward better health and deeper meaning together. And here's a little secret. At the very end of this video, we'll reveal a surprising truth about how eggs might affect your lifespan, something even most doctors overlook. You don't want to miss that part, so stay with me. Let's crack open the truth and discover what really happens when you start eating 2 eggs a day. Chapter 1: Cracked open the power inside one eggshell. Let's start with a question almost no one asks after 60. If I'm eating to stay sharp, strong, and independent, is there something this tiny egg can do for me that a vitamin pill can't? The answer, surprisingly, is yes. Because when you crack open an egg, you're not just breaking into breakfast, you're unlocking one of the most perfectly designed nutrient packages in nature. Here's why that matters for you. Each large egg contains 6 grams of high-quality protein, including all 9 essential amino acids, just what your muscles, immune system, skin, and brain need to repair, regenerate, and keep functioning at full capacity. And it does that with just 78 calories. That's nutritional efficiency your body can truly use. But eggs don't stop at protein. They deliver a complete orchestra of vitamins that play together beautifully for aging adults. Vitamin A, crucial for your immune system and vision as your eyes age. Vitamin D helps your bones absorb calcium, especially important post-60 when bone density starts to drop. Vitamin B12, vital for preventing brain fog and fatigue, both common with age. Vitamin E, a natural antioxidant that slows cellular aging. And even vitamin K, often forgotten, but necessary for healthy blood clotting and keeping bones stable. And then there's choline. Choline. This is the unsung hero of senior brain health, one that many multivitamins skip entirely. Yet it plays a crucial role in forming acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter essential for memory, learning, and mood regulation. 2 eggs a day, that gives you over 250 milligrams of choline, putting you far ahead of most people your age. And here's something that's easy to miss but life-changing when understood. All of these nutrients are bioavailable, meaning your aging digestive system can actually absorb and use them efficiently, without relying on synthetic supplementation. After the age of 60, our stomach acid naturally decreases. This can reduce how well we absorb certain vitamins from supplements. But whole foods like eggs come in a form your body recognizes. You're not forcing your system to adapt, you're giving it nourishment it knows how to handle. A story to remember: Mrs. Linda and the Forgotten Yolks. I once met a woman named Linda, 71 years old. Sharp as a tack but always tired. For years, she ate only egg whites. Why? Because she heard the yolks were bad. After a single consultation, we shifted her breakfast: 2 whole eggs a day, alongside greens and a piece of fruit. Within 3 weeks, she called me and said, "I feel awake again. My brain isn't dragging through the fog." Was it magic? No. It was nutrient synergy. She had finally given her body what it was missing. If you're over 60, 2 whole eggs a day can be a foundational act of self-care. Not only are they rich in senior-friendly nutrients, but they also come in the most absorbable, cost-effective, and delicious form possible. Don't toss the yolk. That's where the magic is. Eggs aren't just breakfast food, they're longevity food. And if you enjoyed Chapter 1 or learned something new today, type the number 1 in the comments below so we know you're here. You're listening, and you're ready for the next step on this journey to better health. Chapter 2. 2 Eggs. A New Beginning. How this simple habit rekindles your body's natural balance after 60. There comes a time in life, not marked by birthdays or gray hairs, but by quiet moments of self-reflection. You wake up one day, look at your body in the mirror, and realize, this isn't how I used to feel. The joints are stiffer, the belly softer, the hunger sharper, yet strangely unsatisfied. You've tried eating less, cutting carbs, skipping meals, but the weight clings on, not just physically, but emotionally. The truth is, after 60, your body speaks a different language. And what it needs most is not punishment, but nourishment. Not more effort, but smarter fuel. And that's where something as humble as 2 eggs a day can quietly change everything. Imagine this. It's early morning, the light filters gently through your kitchen window. You take a breath, slow and full. Instead of reaching for toast or skipping breakfast altogether, you crack 2 fresh eggs into a pan. You prepare them just the way you love, boiled, poached, soft scrambled with a pinch of care. You sit down, you eat slowly, no rush, no phone, just presence. And without even noticing, something begins to shift. You feel satisfied, not stuffed, not sluggish. Your hands don't reach for that mid-morning cookie. Your mood stays even, your energy hums steadily, like a quiet engine that finally has the right fuel. You're not hungry for sugar. You're not battling cravings. For once, you feel in control, not because you forced anything, but because you finally gave your body what it has long been whispering for. What makes eggs so special for your metabolism after 60? This isn't about trends or miracle diets. It's about biology and the way eggs naturally work with your body's needs as you age. Here's how. High-quality protein keeps you full longer and supports your muscles, your body's natural fat-burning engines. They trigger satiety hormones like peptide YY and CCK, which help tell your brain, I've had enough. Protein has a higher thermic effect. Your body burns more calories digesting eggs than toast or cereal. With almost zero carbs, eggs stabilize blood sugar and help prevent the roller coaster of fatigue and cravings. All of this from just 2 eggs, roughly 150 calories, yet deeply satisfying and metabolically intelligent. Why this matters deeply for people over 60? You see, when we age, our metabolism doesn't just slow down, it shifts focus. We begin to lose muscle, store fat more easily, and feel less energetic even when we eat less. But here's the beautiful truth. When you feed your body wisely, it responds gently, but powerfully. 2 eggs in the morning won't just keep you full. They'll preserve your lean muscle, reduce emotional eating, and support your body's natural rhythm, one that favors balance, not extremes. You don't need fad diets. You need consistency, kindness, and real nourishment. If this chapter gave you hope or a new perspective, please comment the number 2 below. It lets us know you're walking this path with us and reminds others that lasting change can begin with the smallest of choices. Chapter 3. The natural shield for your eyes you've been overlooking. There's something quietly poetic about the eyes. They're the windows to your soul. Yes, but they're also the lamps of your daily life. They let you read your grandchildren's handwriting, watch the sun fall behind your garden fence, and recognize the familiar face of someone you've loved for 40 years. But as we age, the world through our eyes starts to lose its clarity. The contrast fades, light feels harsher, reading becomes a squint, and night vision, that once effortless task, slowly turns into strain and shadows. And here's the surprising part. Much of this isn't inevitable. In fact, there's a silent defender hiding in your breakfast plate, and it's been there all along. 2 eggs a day may just be the simplest, most overlooked way to protect your eyes from the inside out. Imagine this. You're sitting in your favorite chair by the window. A gentle breeze moves the curtain, and golden morning light streams in. Outside, the trees sway softly, and the sky is painted in layers of blue. You don't squint, you don't strain. You see it all clearly. fully, the small details, the shimmer of leaves. There is peace in your vision, ease in your sight. You're not thinking about your eyes because they're simply working. That quiet confidence, that's the gift of nourishment done right. And eggs can be part of the reason why. Inside every egg yolk is a golden secret. Lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that gather inside the retina and act like natural sunglasses for your eyes. They filter out harmful blue light from screens and sunlight. Protect the macula, central vision's command center, from degeneration. Fight oxidative stress that accelerates eye aging. As we age, our natural stores of these nutrients decline sharply, and most multivitamins don't provide enough. But just 2 egg yolks a day, they offer a bioavailable, ready-to-absorb form of lutein and zeaxanthin that your body recognizes immediately. And it doesn't stop there. Eggs also provide vitamin A, which supports low-light vision and helps prevent night blindness. Zinc, which supports the retina's structure and antioxidant defenses. And vitamin E, which slows oxidative damage to the eyes over time. Why this is especially vital after 60. Age-related macular degeneration, AMD, is the leading cause of vision loss among older adults. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't warn you, it just slowly steals your ability to read, drive, recognize faces, or enjoy the visual beauty of life. But studies show that people who consume lutein and zeaxanthin regularly, especially from egg yolks, have a significantly lower risk of developing AMD and cataracts. You can't stop time, but you can nourish your vision, day by day, with foods that are designed by nature to protect what matters most. If this chapter opened your eyes to something new, literally or figuratively, please type 3 in the comments. Let's help others discover this golden truth that's been hiding in plain sight. Chapter 4. Feed your mind what 2 eggs a day can do for your memory, focus and mood after 60. There's a quiet fear that comes with aging, not of wrinkles or white hair, but of forgetting. You walk into a room and wonder why you came. You tell a story, but halfway through, the words scatter. You start relying on notes, reminders, and sometimes silence. It's not just frustrating, it's frightening, because your mind isn't just part of you, it is you. And while no food alone can erase memory loss, there is powerful hope in daily habits. One of them, eating 2 eggs a day. Imagine this. You sit down to write a birthday card for your grandson, and the words come to you easily. The stories from your childhood, the way you laughed last summer, that exact phrase his mother used when she was little. Your hand writes smoothly, your heart feels clear. There's no fog, no hesitation, only presence and pride. That's what mental clarity feels like. And it's not a luxury. It's something worth protecting every single day. Why eggs fuel the aging brain? The most important nutrient in this story is choline, and eggs are one of the best sources on Earth. Choline is the building block for acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter responsible for forming memories, supporting learning, enhancing mood stability, maintaining communication between neurons. But here's the truth. Most older adults are deficient in choline, especially if they avoid whole eggs or eat low-fat diets. Just 2 eggs a day provide over 250 milligrams of choline, a significant portion of your daily need. And choline isn't alone. Eggs also provide vitamin B12, which supports nerve function and prevents brain shrinkage and aging, folic acid, B9, and vitamin B6, crucial for breaking down homocysteine, a compound linked to cognitive decline, omega-3s in pasture-raised eggs, which support brain cell membranes and reduce inflammation. This combination creates a neuroprotective effect, like scaffolding that keeps your thoughts stronger, sharper, and more resilient. Research has shown that adequate choline intake is associated with better long-term memory and a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. In fact, cognitive decline often begins not with major symptoms, but with small nutritional deficiencies over time. By nourishing your brain daily, you're not trying to turn back the clock. You're building a future where your thoughts remain your own. If you care about keeping your memories sharp and your spirit strong, type 4 in the comments below. Let's show others that it's never too late to feed the mind, and never too early to protect what matters most. Chapter 5. Your Inner Army: How 2 eggs a day reinforce your immune system after 60. After the age of 60, something changes. You may not see it in the mirror, but inside your body. The soldiers guarding your health begin to grow tired. Cuts take longer to heal. Colds seem to linger. A simple infection can suddenly become serious. That's not weakness, it's biology. Your immune system, the shield that's protected you for decades, is slowing down. But here's the beautiful truth. You can strengthen it, you can nourish it, and it can still protect you if you give it what it needs. And that begins, surprisingly, with something as ordinary as 2 eggs a day. Imagine this. It's a crisp morning, the wind outside is cool, and flu season is in full swing. But you feel steady, strong, not because you're taking 10 pills a day, but because you've been feeding your body with quiet wisdom. Your energy is consistent. Your skin heals quickly. You move through the day without fear because you trust the strength within you. That confidence, that resilience, it's not luck, it's built, nourished, maintained. The nutrients in eggs that protect you. Eggs offer a synergistic combination of nutrients that your immune system needs to function well, especially as you age. Vitamin A maintains the integrity of mucous membranes, the body's first line of defense against viruses and bacteria. Vitamin B12 supports the production of healthy white blood cells, which identify and attack infections. Vitamin D modulates immune responses and promotes the release of natural antimicrobial peptides, your body's microscopic soldiers. Selenium, a powerful antioxidant that shields immune cells from oxidative stress and enhances the activity of immune enzymes. Zinc, in smaller amounts, supports wound healing and immune signaling. Together, these nutrients do something supplements alone often can't. They work in harmony, in a form your body knows how to absorb and use. Why it matters more than ever after 60. As we grow older, we enter what doctors call immunosenescence, a gradual weakening of the immune system. But this isn't something to fear, it's something to prepare for. That means eating whole foods rich in bioavailable nutrients, reducing inflammation through antioxidants, supporting immune cell production naturally. 2 eggs a day can't replace your immune system, but they can fuel it quietly, steadily, day by day, and that kind of daily defense, it adds up to a season and a life lived with more confidence and fewer sick days. If you believe your health is worth defending, and this chapter inspired you, type 5 in the comments below. Let's remind each other that strength doesn't always come in loud declarations. Sometimes it begins quietly with breakfast. And before we move on to the next chapter, let me gently remind you, if you found even one useful insight so far, there's so much more still to come. In the second half of this video, we'll talk about how eggs affect your blood sugar, your heart, your physical strength, and even the science behind why they might help you live longer. If you're enjoying this journey, please take a second to click the subscribe button. It means the world to us, and it helps more people like you discover life-changing, age-wise advice. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned so far that surprised you? Leave a comment below with the number of the chapter that resonated most. Let's keep learning from one another.